All right, the Rangers and the Astros here getting ready for this one. And, well, there's just no other way around it. The road team has dominated the series in the American League, winning every game so far. All five games have been won by the road team right now. Crazy to think about that. Especially over because over in the National League, the home team has won every game so far. What is is there something to that? Is kind of the question. But for Nathan Eovaldi's 3-0 with a 2.29 earned run average in his last three starts, and Rangers have won all three of Eovaldi's playoff starts so far. The Rangers have won seven of Eovaldi's last eight starts. And he's got good playoff numbers in 14 playoff appearances for Nathan Eovaldi, nine starts, a 2.87 ERA, and a 7-3 record. And of course, the Rangers, we made fun of them all year with their, you know, road woes, road upset. Now they're 6-0 in the playoffs on the in the road on the road. 1-3 at home. So for Framber Valdez, he has an 11.02 ERA in his last four starts and an 0-3 record in those starts. And Houston is just 4-7 with Framber in his last 11 starts. And all Framber has gone over. The Astros have gone over in four straight Framber starts. He's got a 7-4 record in the postseason with a 4.16 ERA. But Texas and Houston, I'd say they have a rivalry. And if they didn't, they do now. And Framber's been pretty good in that series. 2.90 ERA in 13 starts. Now, Houston, despite, having some issues, remember, they still are in a situation here where they lead the series 3-2 with the three wins consecutively now in Houston, and the Astros have gone 12-6 against Texas this season. And no game yesterday, so maybe you could consider the bullpens, rested here at this point. One day is going to be fine. Here comes some of your picks today, including Blake. He wants to take the Rangers in the first five innings and lay a half a run at plus 135. Ziggy, of course, famous for his Twitter release every day. He says Texas Rangers money line and the over. Is there any hope here for the home teams at all in this series? I mean, Framber's numbers have been really bad. And, Eovaldi has been very, very solid at this point. I mean, the numbers just kind of, seem to kind of indicate that we're going to get another road victory. I'm not necessarily sure of that here. The three-game momentum is big, and the Rangers, I still go back to, the regular season. Yeah, they were, they're a playoff team. So now with their little streak here, they are 46-41 on the road this season, and for whatever reason, the Astros, uh, you know, teams are supposed to play better at home, and the Astros a dismal 39-45 at home this season. So at 8.5 here in the postseason, I've got to think that we still get quality pitching here. And I know everybody's on the Rangers. I see what you guys are saying there, and this feels like it. I guess it must continue here today with the Rangers on with the a road team here. But to me, the Astros, I don't know. They feel like they could clutch up here a little bit. I want to be contrarian in a big game here, laying a decent price. Uh, I feel like I'm going to be against everybody and take the Astros in the game and figure that, you know, okay, maybe the road teams do win every game now. Maybe that's the way to go with things. But I'm gonna step out and on the limb here and take the Astros in the game tonight at home to wrap up the series with their clutch players right now, no doubt about it. And for me, maybe look, I know it's a free play. I know, is there anything to the incident that occurred there? I mean, basically kind of changing the way, I don't think it changed the series. The road teams are still winning all the games, right? But the way the, incident went down, um, the Rangers didn't come off looking too great in that, whole uprising there a little bit. Not that that affects them. I mean, they still great team, great team. I'm just gonna lay $1.20 at home and be that guy. Framber's numbers are bad, but he has plenty of experience here. You know, decent starting pitching matchup. I think we might see some good pitching from both Eovaldi and Framber Valdez. Yeah, does Framber need to fix things just a little bit? Probably. I mean, needs to have his best game, in a while here for sure. I'm willing to go with it here, and I'll take the Astros to end this series tonight. Um, I feel pretty unpopular, but not many people making any picks in the chat here with the 3 dozen of you hanging out with me today. So Munchie and I, it's gonna be Munchie and I. Hello, airplane boop. But some clutch players you got, and look, I want to praise Jose Altuve for his great moment. He's had great moments before. He's got questionable moments. Remember, one of the most everybody thinks about how clutch this guy was the other night. Remember, one of his clutchest moments came when he clutched his shirt. Remember, don't tear, don't tear off my jersey. My wife doesn't like to see me without a, in public without a shirt. But we know now, I mean, that Altuve probably had a device on his person, given the Astros' nature. That part has never been proven, but we think of him protecting the shirt and all that. So it's a complicated legacy for Jose Altuve, who I would guess will not have a problem getting into the Hall of Fame. But um, you know, there's a difference maybe between the big hit from the other night and what you see here. All right, hey T Money, nice to see you. He doesn't get the alerts. What I'll do is I'm gonna contact YouTube, T Money. I'm gonna say, hey, why doesn't T Money get the alerts? I'm just running a YouTube, or well, I'm on Tony's Picks YouTube channel. The alerts should work. I know I get. Well, do I get the? I'm thinking. Great, Blake. That's cute and funny. And I don't think Nolan Ryan is involved in ownership any longer, but I'm pretty sure that when after his career he was with the Rangers as a consultant and things like that. But don't believe he's actually employed anymore by either team, so maybe he can root for both. All right, I'm taking the Astros. Here's T Money, Eovaldi. Let's see, 8 strikeouts is plus is 10-1. He says here. What is that right? No, come on. I mean, all right. I'm gonna be that guy. I'm taking the Astros. I want to be different. Maybe I won't. Maybe I want attention here, but I'm also looking at $1.20 favorite in a closely rated series. Blake says, "Yeah, Blake, that is normal now. Uh, Umpires are required to check at intervals throughout the game, uh, just inspect the hands. In fact, there have been ejections of players who have come off with, and probably by no fault of their own. I mean, there's ways to kind of doctor it because when you're looking at, you're still going to have. I mean, if you have ever shaken a pitcher's hand, right? I mean, they're all a little bit different, but I mean, they got blister, they got you know hands, man, they got the you know, and uh, so they're always going to have rough hands or whatever, but they just check. And then some of these players that have been ejected from games, and it's only a handful of them that it's happened to. In fact, one pitcher I think it's actually happened to twice. But what happens is, there we go. Uh, they use rosin and stuff, so you could actually get sticky because you're trying to get some stickiness, right? Here's the thing, right? Batters, they want. You would think batters, yeah, they maybe there's going to be complaints, but and especially considering the nature of what we've seen go down in this series, the last game, but um, you almost want pitchers to have a little bit of something, right? With the raw, you want pitchers to have their best control. You don't need that stuff slipping away from them. When they the spitball was actually banned because they thought it was making the and you can't go to your mouth now while you're on the rubber. You can't spit on the ball or anything, but um, you know, it was designed because the ball they thought it was slipping out of the pitcher's hands, and of course it does. You want to change the rotation or spin on your pitches or whatever, but that's and the spitball was banned years and years and years and years and years ago. Boy, Wilhelm was kind of the guy that they said, hey, you can't do that anymore. Okay, enough lessons. I wasn't around then. You're probably thinking I was at those games, but let's just do it with those plays here. This play, I'm taking the Astros, and that's just the way it's going to be. I don't want to be like everybody else, I guess, is what I'm saying. But to me, with the clutch play of the Astros, maybe the been there, done that now a little bit here. They get their chance. It's a closeout game. This could be it tonight in the American League. So enjoy it. Nobody's arguing. Nobody's, with me. I was ready to debate that. I don't even know if I can defend it too much. Like I said, Valdez, bad numbers going in, but he's done it, been there before. It looks like he's struggling a bit out there. I expect a better performance from him. And, it's playoffs. You're kind of pulling out all the stops. I mean, look, if you can wrap your series up, if you're the Astros, you're going to utilize what you can with the pitching and whatnot and just, grab this win. You'll get rest here, right? Look where the other series is. You can be done with your series tonight, waiting for the other series to end. All right. Let me see what T-Money's saying now. Went big on the Bills with alternate lines, it sounds like. And the Rangers won't go out without a bang.